Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
That Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way, the Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music. The colour and the splendour. The dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
Ingersoll General Stores must live on. Someone's fighting for a cause.
Nathaniel Sather didn't seem the type. The store does, though. Shall we?
Oh, my good sir. Welcome. How can I help you?
Good day to you. I see you've dropped your prices.
Mr. McCraith? Just the man.
Oh?
I'm in trouble and I need a banisher.
So, salesman, sell.
My pleasure.
What seems to be the trouble?
I'm sure this sounds silly, but I am an educated man, sir, and when I say this shop is haunted, I say it in all seriousness. We've had unexplained pilfering, though that has stopped since the widow Ingersoll ran away with the cash box. But I hear noises. I'm alone here now, you see. After the horrors this fort endured, could one of these monstrosities be hiding away in the store?
Right. That's a lot. Let me ask a few questions. See if we can sort this out.
Of course. Beg pardon.
You say the widow took her own cash box and fled. Why would she do that?
A moment of madness, sir. Or so I can only surmise.
Did you see her go?
I did. And not just that, I heard a commotion. As if her quarters were being ransacked. I confronted the thief, but it was she herself. She yelled at me, shoved me aside and fled. I picked myself up and went to follow, but she was gone.
I should have a look in her quarters, so. You mentioned a problem with pilfering. What's that about?
Bathsheba noticed it first. Cases would go missing. Oil, sugar of all things, spoons.
Do you have a suspect? Any idea where the stolen goods might be?
Not a one, sir, not a one. And if I'm to be honest, I don't care. If they've stolen it, it's because they need it. Apart from the sugar. And apart from the spoons. No one needs that many spoons. Bathsheba said she'd look into it, and I was happy to let her.
Whose ghost haunts you, do you think? Any enemies? Lost loved ones, perhaps?
I'm well liked. and I've no enemies here. Not since Bathsheba took the cash box and fled. But I'd hardly call her an enemy.
Bathsheba. The eponymous Mrs. Ingersoll, I believe.
The widow Ingersoll, up to split her hair. We've had someone thieving our merchandise. The ghost is the final straw.
To solve your haunting, I must investigate the store. Bathsheba's lodgings, too. I'd like to do so with your permission. May I have it?
For the store, of course. For Bathsheba's lodgings. Well, not for me to say. Do what you have to do, and if she finds out, it won't be from me.
Something's here.
Hidden.
It's signed NS, as in Nathaniel.
From whom does he expect a payment and why?
This Thomas must be a good friend indeed. Nathaniel is desperate to see him.
Mr. McCraith, may I help you?
You have as my...
I believe John, you said.
I must go. Thank you for your...
Take care.
What a mess. Bathsheba left in a hurry.
Anyone home? I'm Red McCraith, the Banisher. Show yourself.
I think we're alone.
The takings are thin indeed. Wouldn't make me want to stay.
Who does Duchess Muck think she is? Taking my wares, taking my business, taking my dignity. To hell with her. To hell with Helen Priest. I'll leg it to Boston before I let her take what's mine.
When Helen threatened to take her business, the widow ran away.
Prudent. I can't say I blame her.
We found all we could. Might be time to go after our thief.
Mrs. Ingersoll took a car. Maybe you could follow her tracks.
Not a bad idea, Mr. Sather. Not a bad idea at all. Do you think perhaps the late Mr. Ingersoll may haunt his old store?
Back to save his wife, and with it his store. Perhaps. I doubt it. The tracks continue this way.
Bathsheba must have had motivation to flee in snow like this.
Or desperation. The tracks veer to the right.
Sit down. Me! More fun.
Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
Stay put.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick. The missing cart. Abandoned. The wheel is stuck. The missing cart. Abandoned. The wheel is stuck. Picked and culled.
Novices really have no idea how many miles a banisher runs to solve a case.
I once met Nero Fox, the infamous banisher who solved all his cases from the comfort of his armchair.
I should have become his apprentice.
Thing is, his apprentice was the one that went into the field for him.
A trail of blood. I don't like that.
The tracks continue this way.
I think Bathsheba was injured.
Looks that way. What with the blood and torn clothing and all.
Is that?
Yes. Something's here.
The tracks lead into this cave. Must have been really desperate.
I raise for now the veil of shadows.
Go away, beasts! Off with you! That's mine! Come back!
Eaten alive. Hope it was quick.
The wolf took a purse. We should find it.
Down, boy. I think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand. Have some of that. Down, boy.
Let's search the den. But with a wing or so, we'll never again see Boston. Spectre nearby. Big one. I'll summon it now.
Turn out and turn up.
Come back here! Where do you think you're going? Fancy a race? Crows incoming.
I'll get you eventually.
Watch out. Spectre possession.
Get lost, won't you?
Where do you think you're going?
spectral target for you. This isn't over yet. Look to me. Here's the belt. The purse is with it.
Keys. Widow Ingersoll's, I don't doubt.
I've seen this symbol in the mines below Fort Jericho.
Why would she have keys to the mines?
Mines. You want to take a look, don't you?
Widow Ingersoll.
Quicken yourself. I'm right here, you know. More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out.
Is that some kind of cenotaph?
I think so. A memorial to hunters lost. All hunters lost. I have another in sight. Come see this. Falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Teamwork. You're done.
Spectral nest. I better command them to show themselves.
Reveal your true self.
Hey! More fun. They've given
That spectre's looking for a body.
reinforcements. They brought more friends.
Sharpen up. Put out that light.
Afraid to take a wee punch on it.
I can help. Wards, think you can fend for yourself? Destroy those ghost wards if you want me back.
If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will do.
This isn't over yet. Watch out. Spectre possession. They never learn, do they? Get the hell out of there! That Spectre's looking for a body.
Here we are. Now, let's find the symbol. Someone's been here already. Looks like Helen found Mrs. Ingersoll's stash. Oil, sugar, salt. Isn't this Nathaniel Sather's stolen merchandise?
Yes, it is.
Away with you!
Get out of there!
The ledger for Ingersoll's store. Same dates, but with much higher figures.
2 different ledgers, one of which was locked inside a chest. I think I understand. She stole her own merchandise and hid it in the mines. Then she hid the accounts that would expose her. A lie. Why would she do that?
Helen wanted to take her merchandise. She doesn't want to share, she wants to sell. She's selfish. Nathaniel broke his promise. and doesn't regret it.
He gave up everything to help people, including his good word. We should go back to him.
Excuse me.
Who are you, ghost?
Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Wait. Who are you?
Antea Duarte and Red McWraith. Banishers. Who are you, ghost?
Greetings. Greetings. Now, who am I? Bathsheba Ingersoll of Ingersoll's General Store. The widow Ingersoll, if you prefer. I think.
What are you doing here?
You came to my store. Then you've met Nathaniel. Would you give him a message from me? Tell him he must stay. He made a promise. He must honor it.
So, you haunt Nathaniel. But he told us you stole your own cash box. Why?
Priest took my stock. All I had left was the money. I thought I'd start again somewhere else. Boston, where it all began.
This isn't what you had in mind, eh?
I have business yet. You'll see.
We found some merchandise stashed away. Oil, sugar, some, spoons. We suspect it was stolen. Is it yours?
I believe it is. Or at least it was.
Helen Priest lays claim to it, for the company.
And how does Helen Priest know about it? Because Nathaniel told her. He broke my confidence. He broke my heart. For the sake of his return to Boston and a life of ease, he'll trample the legacy of those who made him. He betrayed us. I knew what he was up to. That is why I ran. And because I ran, I died.
We'll be off then. We'll be in touch.
Then I'll await your return. Or not.
May we talk, Mr. Sather?
I'd like nothing more. How can I be of service?
We must talk about the widow's accounts. They're meagre enough.
You surprise me, sir, and by that I mean you do not surprise me in the least. If the coffer was full, I'd be halfway to Boston by now.
Is that why you're selling your stock cheap?
Everything must go, sir. Or I'll not carry this junk back to Boston and the coin will pay my way.
Bathsheba kept the money she owes you, and now you're stuck here. Boston no more than a memory.
That's it, exactly. Now you understand the urgency.
I've bad news for you. I found Bathsheba's body. The wolves got her.
Oh no. Poor widow Ingersoll. I so dearly wish she'd made it safely to Boston. Did you find the cash box?
I found something else. The note. You told priests exactly where to find the merchandise that Mrs. Ingersoll had hidden in the mines.
Now, I have a number of excuses, but I get the feeling you won't be interested in any of them. Nor, to be honest, am I. I did the right thing. Followed Bathsheba to her hiding place, and then I told Mrs. Priest where to find it. The stock will keep people alive. Now is no time for commerce.
You lied to your employer. Did she deserve it?
Listen, Bathsheba no longer knew what she was doing. She lived in the past, while we live in the present, and the future comes charging towards us. She wallows in grief, to the detriment of her friends and neighbours. She wouldn't give up the goods, so I gave them up for her.
All right. It's time.
I hear you, Mr. Sather. But I'd like to hear Widow Ingersoll's thoughts on the matter too. Wouldn't you?
Dear Lord, what are you?
Worry not, Nathaniel. This is the ghost that haunts the store. Bathsheba Ingersoll.
Back to tell me one more time that you're not going to pay me?
That money is my husband's legacy, and I shall decide what's to be done with it.
Money is mine. I earned it. All those years, I stood by my promise, but you did not. You lied about the books. You cheated me.
I, a cheat? You swore to my husband on his deathbed that the store would go on. You swore an oath to a dying man, and then you broke it.
I swore to help you with your grief. To keep running the store while you mourned. But you did not mourn. Instead, you poured your heart into his business. You won't let it go. You won't let him go. I can give you no more time. I have a life to live. Your dead husband does not. You must let me go.
By renouncing his business, you bury my husband a second time. Ingersoll's name will die because of you.
It's time to end this.
Bathsheba Ingersoll. By keeping his business going, you keep your husband alive. But it's time now for you to leave.
I'll not go.
Letting go seems so very difficult. But the dead cannot linger. You must journey on.
But what awaits me at journey's end? Will my husband approve of the choices I've made? Have I done his business proud?
Material questions concern you no longer. Your husband's legacy is now yours. Nathaniel has inherited it. Let it go.
Yes. My accounts are settled. The books are balanced. I may go. Nathaniel, the business is yours. Take care of it.
You may go.
I hope you find peace, boss. I hope old man Ingersoll's waiting, and he's proud.
saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You alright, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
Aye, but I'll not leave my post. What do you take me for?
The dead come no longer, but he's still terrified.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
Let's cut to it. I think you're haunted. The good news is that I can help.
The Banisher thinks I'm haunted, does he? Nah, I ain't important enough to be haunted. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
As you were, soldier. I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are yous? Reward. Given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
Hunter's roster. And Theodore Shepard is overdue.
Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been...
Well, I suppose we'll have to find another way up. A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. Oh, I bet he'd rather have his sleep bag.
Can't change what's done. Time heals all. Or so I'm told. Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone.
Oh, there! Who's that? Who enters? Oh, thank God. Don't just stand there holding your whisk, man. Help me.
Don't panic. You're in no danger. What's your name?
I'm Cotton Peabody, and you're as foolish as you sound. You may not think it dangerous, but her ghost was here.
Aye, well, you're in luck. My name's Red McCraith, and I banish ghosts.
I've heard of you. The Banisher who lived. Was it luck, boy, or was it cowardice?
Right, soldier. Spill. What's going on exactly? You're haunted. Who's the ghost?
Nurse Wings died, and now she's trying to take me too. You must help. Sir?
When did you last see Nurse Wings alive?
Couldn't say. Time is tricky. She was here, then she left, then she came back as a ghost, still holding her bastard in lancet.
We heard screaming. Was that you? Did no one else answer?
None here gives two shites for their fellows. Too busy looking out for their own asses. I could die screaming in here and none would care till me corpse began to stink.
Why would she want you dead?
She's a ghost. She ain't here for beer and biscuits.
He's right in a way. She is killing him.
Has your illness taken a turn for the worse?
Aye, it worsens. When she comes, I sicken. She's a better nurse living, I tell you that.
Where does her ghost go, you think?
She comes and goes through a locked door. After that, not a clue.
Is there a key? Or another way in?
Perhaps. This was the blockhouse upon a time. There was a passage out. Through the westernmost tower. I had a key. Search my things in the barracks if they haven't been plundered. Might still be there.
Right, well, I'll look into things. You stay here.
Where in shite you expect I'll go? You stay here. Go on then, cheeky bastard.
Let me take a look behind that door. The place is heavily stained and...
Where'd you get the flowers, Mr. Peabody?
It's her. She brings them.
Shite. Locked.
There must be another way in.
The nurse, kind and caring, comes back as a vengeful ghost.
It happens, but in this case I doubt it.
Peabody may be lying, or at least spinning the story to his advantage.
Hunter's roster, and Theodore Shepard is overdue.
You here, are you?
Good. As you were.
Not that.
As I remember, Peabody's things are here. Perhaps the key is amongst them. All right, we have what we came for. Why would she up and leave like that?
And why has she not come back?
Maybe she had an accident.
Perhaps her office may give up a clue. Hunter's roster. And Theodore Shepard is overdue. Here's our tower.
You found it. My thanks. Newcomers. Forgive me, sir. Pardon me, madam. Welcome to the infirmary. What seems to be the trouble?
We'll get to that, Nurse Wings.
You know my name? Have we met?
Not as such. I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McGrath.
A pleasure to meet you both. Now, if you don't mind, I'm a little busy with my patient. How can I help you?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Well, given recent events in and around the fort, I'm rather compelled to acknowledge the possibility that yes, ghosts do exist.
Good. Now, do you have any idea why we Banishers might be here today?
I absolutely do not.
You and I are very much alike, Nurse Wings, don't you think?
Are we? How so?
I'm a ghost, Nurse Wings. And so are you.
Are you sure you're well, Miss Duarte? You sound feverish. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest?
I don't rest, Nurse Wings. Sound familiar?
She won't be told. We'll have to prove it to her.
If you need it, I may still have some vervain. You let me know.
Goodbye, Nurse Wings. For now.
I'll be here, as ever.
Aye. That's the problem.
She won't listen. We must find proof. Wait. Our search is not yet done. How about a chant to reveal the past? There's an echo here, but we need the tie.
She neither sleeps nor eats, but doesn't question it.
She gets her sustenance elsewhere now.
"13 years is a long time to live haunted."
White must have a will of iron.
Kept it to himself. Must have been hellish. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit. Poor Nurse Wings is losing her grip. Her denial runs deep and Peabody sickens. Her journal spoke of a clifftop hideaway. A cosy wee pub, then.
Right. Let's go for a walk. Anne's medics remind me of my mother's. The oils and ointments, infusions and concoctions.
I bet she knew her business.
She treated the men the slavers worked to death in the fields. Though she had little money, she was very famous. I think we found her. There's an echo.
How long has she been here?
No more than a few days.
Here's the key to the infirmary.
Imi seo mar húne níos.
I see no journal.
It may have slid from her fingers and fallen.
Let's retrieve it. More efficient than cannon powder.
It's not more flags.
Get out of there!
This isn't working. Away with you.
The spot has to be close. I take the heart, you take the roots.
Great! More fun.
Not hard enough.
Try this on.
You're in its side spread. Think you could take on a ghost?
Try this on for size.
It's on you. I'm right here, you know. Off we go then. No roots. Just how I like it. This looks like the place. Let's find the journal. Easy as pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
Cotton Peabody believes she is pretending.
Cotton Peabody is sick and believes what suits him. We should go back to the Imperial. Anne will surely be there. Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Reinforcements!
I'm right here, you know.
I feel something close.
There's an angry spectre nearby. Summon it before it ambushes us.
Corrito Skal.
Messed this up, didn't I?
My voice commands you, unveil!
Hogging all the fun. Watch out! Spectre possession. I think I heard the sound of a gun. It's feeding off its own rage. There's a tough one.
They brought more friends.
Don't let that spectre get to the court. Standing by.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Anne reminds me of Moore Mackenzie. We hid in our house when we were running from the English. She washed our wounds and sang as we buried the dead. Never stopped smiling.
I like her already.
They burned the house down with her inside.
I'm sorry.
Maybe Moore still haunts the ruins, waiting for the next poor wounded soul.
En sjå en draste tok I min kurster.
Hold still.
Get your filthy hands off me!
That's enough, Mr. Peabody.
Get off me, you evil old frigate!
In his temper, Cotton Peabody gave Anne Wings the disease that killed her.
Oh, still here, are you? What new comedy do you two bring me now?
Remember on the cliff top when you closed your eyes and it felt like you slept for a very long time?
Have you been spying on me?
Remember how when you awoke, you felt lost and distant? How you could not remember who you were? How slowly you came back to yourself? How something drove you to it? Something that felt more important than anything you had ever felt?
No. Yes. My patient needed me. I knew it from my head to my heart.
That's it. That's why you stayed. That's what keeps you here.
My dear, the desire to help my patients means only one thing. It means I'm a nurse.
Cotton Peabody's health concerns you greatly. True?
I'm a very good nurse.
How long is it since last you slept? How long since last you ate?
Well, I have been very busy.
You're tired but cannot sleep. You're hungry but can't face eating. Time to face the truth.
No, it's just... I'm tired. I forget things. I forget to stop working.
Your memory is fading.
It is not. At least, I don't think it is.
Once you kept meticulous records. Now your notes, if you keep them at all, are chaotic.
It's just that I'm all alone. No one to talk with. No one to share a laugh with. I've gone a little potty.
I think you know what he needs. I think you know his remedy.
He must have wintergreen. Fresh oil, decocted, then used as a salve.
Yet, though you treat him, his condition worsens. You must have noticed.
To maintain the illusion of life, you feed upon his essence. Even as you tend to him, you leech his life away.
No. No.
Nurse Wings. Anne. You're dead. Just like Antea. You've convinced yourself you're still alive, but you are not.
But if Mr. Peabody withers by my presence, then why does your woman not wither you?
I would, but I take my strength from other people.
My God! I could never do that!
Then the longer you stay to treat your patient, the quicker he will die.
No. No!
Hold there, Nurse Wings! Anne! I can help you. Let me help you.
She's heading back to where her body lies.
Anne, are you there?
If I take another step, if I fall, I won't die.
No, you won't die.
All I wish was to save a soul. Just one soul at a time. Gotham.
It's time we put an end to this.
The devotion of poor Anne Wings. Who even dead kept on caring.
No, her ghost hungers for essence and calls it caring.
You must get well. 'Tis all I want. But by staying, I've been doing you harm. For that, I beg your forgiveness. Oh, Mr. McWraith.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
Anne Wings had the grip. She packed up and left so she'd not pass on the infection. Part of her must have known she'd not make it.
I did not know. I could not have known.
How could you indeed, with your head so far up your own behind?
She had a cough. Just a cough. I couldn't have known it would kill her.
Well, kill her it did. You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on... No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
You knew you were infectious. You wished to harm her. 'Twas an attack. So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you. And you believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chance.
Anne Wings, you're a dedicated nurse. All you do with love. But right now, you're a threat to your last patient.
He needs me. I just want to help.
Does he need you? Do you really want to help?
What comedy is this?
You've been the dedicated nurse for so long, you're afraid that if you stop, you'll cease to exist. Let it go, Anne. You've done a great job. But the job is done.
Cotton Peabody deserves to get well, and only I would treat him.
We'll do what we can for him.
You've done enough, Anne. You won't be forgotten.
All right then. If you're sure. Thank you.
You have no more reason to stay.
Is she gone? Am I safe?
It's over. Anne Wings is gone for good.
Gone for good. Aye. Great.
In her diary, Nurse Wing said oil of wintergreen could cure Peabody. It would be fitting.
We must at least try. Let's get the ingredients. Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? You chose to manifest. Why is that? Are you looking for help? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. This way. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe. Our new friend is waiting for us. Here, we can go on. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept night. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the longest. Years, withering, decades even. It's an awful way to go. Look to me.
Our friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us. He's leading us somewhere. Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
Joshua Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. So Joshua is not here for revenge. The go- over here. Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home.
He's leading us somewhere. Did we miss a few? I'm right here, you know.
Voices from the past, waiting to be heard.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Good jump, blustering cold! Help me!
Joshua! Oh!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? I'll do whatever it takes to end the haunting.
We'll do our jobs.
Only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Guilt is normal, but you must let it go.
I had claw marks on it.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
McCraith the Banisher. Did Her Royal Highness send you on an errand?
I'm just here to chinwag, friend. I don't usually bring it up, but I was a soldier too.
Thought as much. Where'd you fight?
Well, first I fought my way across half the Highlands. Later I'd fight wherever my paymaster sent me. Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria.
What's your war story then? We all have one.
In a tavern in Paris, with 3 of my comrades, a Turkman stood us drinks and offered us work, fighting for the Ottomans against the Viennese, and the Poles, the Prussians, and whoever else. And the pay was good. A villa each in Cyprus and slaves all of our own. I said I'd not have slaves and I'd not turn my coat. "I will," said my friend Lucas. "But I'll free the slaves." I shook his hand and wished him well. 9 months later, my band ambushed a Turkish emissary on escort to Venice. I found Lucas by the side of the road. I buried him where he fell.
Well, probably wasn't you that shot him, was it? Hard to know, I suppose. But you know what never leaves? The smell. That sickening, coppery vapour rising as a man's life pools beneath him. For all those brave young boys we send off in search of glory, that stink is their rude awakening.
Easier to die with than live with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But come. Blood soaks away. Let's not dwell upon the past and men long gone.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Leave it be. In the past, where it belongs.
Your past is very much present. Your friend Joshua has a message for you.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
Did you admit it later? I mean, no one would have thought the worst of you. A battle like that, well, shite happens.
Shite happens to shite soldiers. I said nothing. I wanted it over. I want it over. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes too from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you? It cannot be. I saw you dead.
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt took my voice. You must live in peace.
I have done the right. I shot you. I was sure my aim was good, but it was not. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed, but you may make amends. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew, save me. Give yourself peace and save me.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you've heard. It's time to end the story.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
There is nothing left for you here.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it. Just leave me alone, Chris. I need some time.
Not right under his nose, Red. Come on.
Огромное спасибо за просмотр. Подписываемся, ставим лайки, обсуждаем. До новых встреч.